Hello, everyone, and welcome to English Without Pressure. My name is Anna, and I'm really happy you're here with us today. This is a place where learning English feels calm, natural, and possible.
Hey everyone, welcome. My name is Noah, and it's great to have you listening today. If you like learning English in a simple and relaxed way, stay with us and enjoy the episode.
Today, we are talking about something very important for English learners, something almost everyone does: translating in your head.
Yes, that little voice in your head that changes English into your language and then changes it back into English. That can be very tiring.
Many students tell me, Anna, I understand English, but my head feels slow. And most of the time, the problem is translation, not intelligence.
Exactly. Translating makes English feel heavy and stressful, and today we want to help you feel lighter.
Let's be clear about one thing. Translating is normal at the beginning. Everyone does it.
Yes, if you're translating now, that's okay. It doesn't mean you're bad at English, it just means you're learning.
But the goal is to translate less and slowly start thinking in English, naturally.
And thinking in English doesn't mean thinking in long sentences. It starts with simple words, simple ideas.
For example, when you hear the word coffee, do you need to translate it? No, you see the coffee in your mind.
That's the idea. English words should connect to images, feelings, and actions, not only to your language.
Let's talk about a very common situation. Someone asks you, "How are you?" And your brain freezes.
Yes, your brain thinks first in your language, then it looks for English words, and the moment is gone.
But in real life, "How are you?" is not a big question. It's a greeting. The answer is usually simple.
Exactly. Good, fine, or not bad, or enough. You don't need to think too much.
Thinking too much is often the real problem. Your English is there, but translation blocks it.
And the more you translate, the slower you feel. The slower you feel, the more nervous you get. It becomes a cycle.
Our goal today is to break that cycle, to help you trust simple English and trust yourself.
Yes, one important step is accepting simple thoughts. You don't need complex sentences in your head. Simple is powerful.
For example, instead of thinking, "I am feeling very tired because I worked all day," you can think, "I'm tired."
Yes, that's real English. Short, clear, and natural. That's how people really think.
Another example, instead of translating, you can just feel the phrase, "I don't know."
When you hear "I don't know," don't translate it. Just accept it as one idea, like one block.
Blocks are very important. Real English is made of blocks, not single words, like "I don't know," "I think so," or "let me see."
These blocks help your brain move faster because you don't build the sentence every time. You just use it.
And that's how thinking in English starts, not with grammar rules, but with useful blocks.
Anna, many beginners think thinking in English is impossible. They think it's only for advanced learners, but that's not true.
Yes, beginners can start today with very small things, like naming objects around them.
For example, look around and think chair, table, phone.
No translation, just the word and the object. That's already thinking in English.
And when you do this every day, your brain starts to change, slowly but surely.
It's important to be patient. Your brain learned your first language for years. English also needs time.
But the good news is this: you don't need to force it. You just need exposure and practice.
Listening helps a lot. When you listen to simple English, your brain learns patterns naturally.
And that's why podcasts like this are helpful. You hear real, simple English again and again.
If you're listening now and thinking, "Yes, I translate a lot," that's okay. Awareness is the first step. Now you know what is happening and you can start changing it.
Stay with us. We're going to talk more about how to stop translating and how to feel more natural in English.
Yes. Take a breath. Relax. You're doing better than you think. Noah, I think many people don't notice when they translate. It happens very fast in the head, almost automatic.
Yes, it's like a habit. Your brain learned to do that to feel safe. But now this habit is slowing you down.
And when people feel slow, they feel insecure. They think, my English is bad. But that's not always true.
Exactly. Many people have enough English to communicate. They just don't trust it.
Let's talk about trust. Trusting your English means accepting simple thoughts, not searching for the perfect sentence.
Yes, perfection is a big problem. When you look for perfect English, you stop speaking.
Real people don't speak perfectly. They stop, think, repeat, and change sentences. That's normal.
And when you think in English, you also think in simple ideas, not in grammar rules.
Grammar is important, but later. First, your brain needs to feel comfortable, like a child learning a language.
Children don't translate. They listen, feel, and copy. That's why they learn naturally.
We can learn like that too. Not exactly the same, but similar, with listening and repetition.
For example, when you hear, "I'm hungry," don't translate it. Just feel hunger.
Connect the sentence to the feeling, your stomach, your body, not to words in your language.
That connection is very powerful. It helps your brain think faster and more naturally.
Another example is emotions. When you hear, I'm happy, think about a happy moment.
Yes, smile a little. Feel the emotion. That's thinking in English.
This is why watching simple videos helps. You see actions and hear words. No translation needed.
Your brain connects sound and image. That's how language lives, not inside a dictionary.
Some learners ask, should I stop translating completely? The answer is no, not suddenly.
Yes, translation will still happen sometimes, and that's okay. Don't fight it.
The goal is to reduce it little by little, day by day.
And the best way to do that is repetition, hearing the same phrases again and again until they feel natural.
Phrases like, I don't know, let me think, or I think so.
These phrases are everywhere. They're easy and very useful.
When you hear them many times, you stop translating. You just know them.
And when you speak, they come out naturally, without stress.
Noah, I think many beginners are afraid of silence. They think they must speak fast, but silence is okay.
Yes, silence gives your brain time. You can think in English, not rush to translate.
Pausing is better than forcing words. It keeps your English calm and clear.
Real conversations have pauses. Even native speakers pause. That's normal.
So if you pause, don't panic. Breathe and continue.
Your English doesn't disappear. It's still there. You just need to access it.
Listening right now is already helping you. Your brain is getting used to English sounds and rhythms.
That rhythm is very important. Thinking in English is also about rhythm, not only words.
When English feels familiar, your brain relaxes and translation slows down.
That's when English starts to flow. Not perfect, but natural.
Stay with us. There's more coming that will help you feel this change, slowly and safely.
Yes, keep listening. You're training your brain right now, and that matters a lot.
Noah, I want to talk about something very common. Many learners say, I understand English, but I can't answer fast. This usually comes from translating.
Yes, because translation takes time. Your brain does two jobs instead of one. That's exhausting.
When you think in English, your brain does only one job, It reacts.
And reacting is what conversations need, not long thinking, not perfect answers.
Let's imagine a simple situation. Someone asks you, "Are you hungry?" Your answer doesn't need to be big.
Yes, you can say yes, a little, or not really. Those answers are natural and fast.
But when you translate, you think of a long sentence in your language, then try to change it.
And by the time you're ready, the conversation moves on. That feels bad.
That feeling makes people quiet. They stop trying, and that's the real danger.
Exactly. Not mistakes, not bad grammar.
The danger is silence because of fear. Thinking in English helps you stay in the conversation, even with simple words.
Simple words keep you present. They keep you connected, and connection is the goal.
Noah, do you remember when English started to feel more natural for you? Not perfect, but easier. What changed?
Yes, I stopped translating full sentences. I started accepting short answers, and I listened a lot.
Listening is so important. Your brain learns how English moves, how sentences start and end.
And when you hear the same structure many times, you don't need to think. You just know.
That's why routines help, like listening to English at the same time every day. Your brain expects it.
Yes, routines create comfort. Comfort reduces translation and reduces fear.
Another helpful thing is self-talk, talking to yourself in English. Very simple self-talk.
Yes, like saying, I'm tired, I'm going to work, or I need coffee.
You don't need full sentences, just thoughts. English thoughts.
And nobody is listening, so there's no pressure, only practice.
This kind of practice builds confidence quietly. No stress, no judgment.
And over time, those thoughts become automatic. You stop translating.
Another tip is to stop asking, "How do I say this in English?" and start asking, "How do people say this?"
That's a big change. It moves you from translation to patterns, from words to usage.
Patterns are easier for the brain. They repeat. They feel safe.
And real English is full of patterns. I think, I feel, I want, I need. Very common.
If you learn these patterns, you can say many things with little effort.
For example, I want coffee. I want help. I want to rest.
Same pattern, different words, no translation needed.
Your brain loves this because it's simple and predictable.
Another mistake learners make is forcing themselves. They say, "I must think in English now." That creates tension.
Yes, thinking in English is not a switch. It's a slow change, like learning to relax.
The more relaxed you are, the easier it becomes. Pressure blocks learning.
That's why we always say English without pressure, because pressure slows everything.
If you notice yourself translating, don't get angry. Just notice it.
Awareness is enough. With time, your brain will choose the easier way.
And the easier way is thinking directly in English. Simple, natural.
You don't need to be advanced. You don't need big vocabulary. You just need exposure.
Listening, repeating, and accepting simplicity. That's the path, not translation.
And you're already on that path because you're listening now and staying with us.
Stay with us a little longer. We still have important things to talk about. Things that will help you feel the change.
Yes, take your time. Learning English is not a rush. It's a journey.
I think many learners feel tired after speaking English. Not because English is hard, but because translation uses too much energy.
Yes, translation is like running with a heavy bag. You can move, but it's slow and tiring. Thinking in English removes that weight.
When English feels lighter, people speak more, and speaking more brings confidence.
Confidence doesn't come from knowing everything. It comes from feeling comfortable. And comfort comes from familiarity.
That's why hearing the same words again and again helps. At first, you think, I already know this.
But repetition is not boring. Repetition is training. Your brain needs it.
When you hear, I don't know, many times, you stop translating it. It becomes automatic.
And automatic language is fast language. That's what people want, to answer without stress.
Let's talk about inner voice, that voice in your head when you think. It can change languages.
Yes, and it starts very small. One word, one short phrase.
For example, when you wake up, you can think, morning, or I'm tired.
No translation, just the thought. That's enough.
During the day, you can do the same. I'm hungry. I'm busy.
These thoughts train your brain quietly. No pressure, no fear.
And slowly, English enters your daily life, not as a school subject, but as a tool.
That's an important change. English stops being something you study and starts being something you use.
Another thing that helps is not mixing too many languages. If you are listening to English, stay in English for a bit.
Yes, even if it's just 10 minutes, let your brain stay in one mode. That helps a lot.
Switching languages too fast makes translation stronger. Staying in English makes it weaker. It's about focus.
And focus doesn't mean effort. It means attention, gentle attention.
Many learners ask, should I think in English all the time? The answer is no.
Yes, that would be tiring. You choose moments, small moments.
Like when you're walking, cleaning, or waiting.
Those moments are perfect. No pressure, no one watching.
Thinking in English in these moments builds confidence because it's safe and calm.
And when confidence grows in private, it appears in public, naturally.
That's when speaking with people becomes easier. Your brain already knows English. It doesn't panic.
Panicking brings translation back. Calm pushes it away. Calm is the key.
Breathing helps too. Before answering, take a small breath.
That breath gives your brain time, not to translate, but to choose simple words.
Simple words are enough. They always are. Don't forget that.
Native speakers use simple words all the time. They don't think about grammar. They think about meaning.
Meaning first, words later. That's how thinking in English works.
And you're already learning this, not by force, but by listening.
If you're still translating sometimes, that's okay. You're not failing.
You're progressing. Translation slowly disappears when English feels safe.
Safety comes from exposure, hearing English again and again in a calm way.
That's why you should choose content you enjoy, not content that scares you. Enjoyment matters.
When you enjoy English, your brain opens. Learning becomes natural.
Stay with us. We're getting closer to the most important ideas, and you're doing great.
Yes, keep listening. Your brain is changing right now, even if you don't feel it yet. Noah, let's talk about mistakes. Because mistakes are the reason many people translate. They want to avoid errors.
Yes, when people are afraid of mistakes, they think more. And thinking too much brings translation.
But mistakes are part of thinking in English. They show you are trying. They show movement.
Silence is worse than mistakes. Silence means fear. Mistakes mean courage.
When you stop translating, you will make more small mistakes at first, and that's normal.
Your brain is adjusting. It's learning a new path. New paths are not perfect.
Think about children. They don't translate. They just try.
And they make many mistakes, but nobody stops them. They keep going.
That's why children learn fast. They are not afraid of sounding wrong. They care about meaning.
As adults, we forget this. We want to sound correct, but that slows us down.
Thinking in English is about trusting yourself, trusting that simple English is enough, even if it's not perfect.
For example, saying, "Yesterday I go work." People still understand.
Yes, it's not perfect grammar, but communication happens, and that's the goal.
When communication works, confidence grows and translation weakens.
Another thing that helps is slowing down input, listening to easy English, not fast, complex English.
Easy English gives your brain space, space to recognize patterns without stress.
That's why beginner-friendly content is powerful. It's not childish, it's smart.
Smart learners choose content they can understand, not content that impresses others. Understanding comes first.
If you don't understand, your brain translates more because it feels lost.
Understanding creates safety. Safety creates thinking in English. Everything is connected.
Another tip is using images in your mind, not words, pictures.
Yes, when you hear coffee, don't think of the word in your language. Think of the drink.
Images are faster than words. Your brain loves them. They reduce translation.
You can practice this anytime, with food, with places.
When you hear home, think of your home, not the translation.
This is powerful and simple, and it works quietly, no stress.
Another mistake is overstudying grammar. Grammar is useful, but too much stops flow.
Yes, grammar should support you, not control you. Speaking is not an exam.
When you speak, focus on message, not rules.
Rules can come later. Flow comes first, always.
And when you think in English, flow becomes easier because you're not translating.
You're just expressing simple ideas, real thoughts.
That's real English, not perfect English. Real English.
And real English is what people use every day. Short sentences, clear meaning.
If you can do that, you are already speaking English, no matter your level.
Yes, A1 or A2 is enough. You don't need more. You just need consistency.
Consistency beats intensity. Small practice every day beats long study once a week.
And you're doing that right now. Listening, staying present.
Stay with us a little more. We're getting closer to the final ideas, and they are important.
Yes, keep listening. Your English is growing, even when you feel unsure.
You know, Noah, many students tell me, I understand English, but I think in my native language first. This is very common, and it's okay. It means your brain is still learning a new habit.
Yes, exactly. Your brain is not wrong. It's just slow at the beginning. Thinking in English is like learning to ride a bike. It takes time and practice.
And the big problem is pressure. When people try to be perfect, they translate more. When they relax, English comes more naturally.
That's true. When you relax, your brain says, "Oh, this is safe." And then words come faster, even if there are simple words.
Simple words are powerful. You don't need big words to speak well. You need clear words and confidence.
Yes, and real English is simple. People say, "I'm tired," not long or complex sentences. So thinking simple helps you stop translating.
Let's give a small example. Instead of thinking about a full sentence, think about the feeling. Let the word come naturally.
Exactly. You feel the emotion and the word appears. Then you speak without translating.
This is thinking in English. Feel first, word second. No extra steps.
Another great tip is using short phrases every day. For example, "I like this," or "I don't know." It's okay. These phrases become automatic.
Automatic is the key word here. When something is automatic, you don't think. You just speak.
And mistakes are part of this process. If you wait to be perfect, you'll wait forever. Mistakes mean you're learning.
I love that. Mistakes are not enemies, they're teachers. Every mistake shows you the next step.
And let's be honest, native speakers make mistakes too. They just don't stop speaking because of them.
That's so important to say. English is about communication, not perfection. If people understand you, you're doing great.
Now, let's talk about a daily habit. Try to talk to yourself in English. Simple things like, I need water, or I'm late.
Yes, talk to yourself when you wake up. Say, good morning, today is busy, or I feel tired. This trains your brain to think in English.
At first, it feels strange, but after some days, it feels normal. Your brain starts to switch languages faster.
Another powerful habit is thinking in pictures. Don't think in words, think in images. See the action in your mind.
For example, when you hear run, don't think of another word. Imagine someone running.
Images are faster than words. Kids learn this way, and it works for adults too. This is a natural way to learn.
And listening helps a lot. Listen to easy English every day, even if you don't understand everything.
Understanding everything is not the goal. The goal is to feel the language, the rhythm, the sounds, the emotion.
Yes, emotion is important. If you feel something, you remember better. That's why stories and conversations work so well.
And this podcast is exactly for that. Easy English, real conversation, no pressure. Just listening and enjoying.
If you're listening now and thinking, I'm slow, don't worry. Slow is still moving forward.
Every minute listening is progress. Every sentence you understand is a win. Celebrate small victories.
Let's do a small mindset change. Instead of saying, my English is bad, say, my English is growing. Words change how you feel.
I love that. Growing sounds positive and alive, and learning a language is exactly that.
Before we finish today, one last tip. Be patient with yourself. Your brain is learning something new.
Yes, patience is confidence in the future. If you keep going, English will feel natural. One day you will speak without thinking.
And when that day comes, you won't even notice. You'll just speak and smile. That's the best moment.
Thank you for listening with us today. Keep practicing, keep listening, and be kind to yourself. You are doing better than you think.
See you in the next episode. And remember, speak without pressure. English is your friend.